happier than the fact that numbers go up to infinity. And she looked at me like I was in the binary code. You know what I'm saying?
The binary code sounds like something, an agreement about non-binary people.
Oh, yeah, the binary code.
The binary code. You got to respect the binary code.
You must respect the binary code or else you are not part of the binary
community.
Binary club.
The binary club.
So if other people are non-binary and we are, does that make
are
us
we
binary?
Well, I'd say I'm the bi part.
Yeah.
By
Clary.
By Clary.
I like to
me.
just say if you're in the binary, that means you're normal. Can I get an amen?
Oh my God, you can't record yourself saying that.
Sure I can. I'm famous. Fuck you.
Lucas is
That's
like,
exactly
you
why.
want to talk numbers?
Yeah.
Look at my fucking TikTok, bro.
Yeah, you want to see numbers? Look at the amount of people that follow me.
Insights, bitch. We got insights. Look at the chart. It's going up.
Every time
Gang,
I feel good about myself, I like go to Lucas's page and I'm like, I'm so behind.
I'm always like, God, he's so hot. Like,
every time I go,
Yeah.
every time I like miss my dad, I just look at Lucas's page and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Every time you miss your dad.
Yeah, which is not that frequently. He's always texting me. So annoying.
We get it. He's
obsessed with me.
alive.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, rub it in, why don't you?
You know, I was talking to
I'm
my
gonna leave.
alive dad the other day, and he was like, isn't it great to breathe air?
I was hanging out with my alive dad recently, and he's like, God, I'm just so glad I'm going to get to watch you grow so much more, you know?
An hour and a half of you about to be attacked. Are you ready for this shit?
Oh, I'm so ready.
I've been doing this all day. I work with a guy who has a heart condition, and I've been just talking shit to his face.
Whoa.
You're like, how's that
Oh yeah,
aorta?
yeah.
Not
Like,
good.
he's like, oh, can you make this for me? I'm like, I don't know. Can you make your heart work by yourself? Nope. Sorry, you got a pacemaker, bitch.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Pace yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be a good tagline for the product.
Yeah. Pace yourself.
Yeah, pace yourself.
You
It's
gotta
actually
pace
really
yourself.
sweet. We recently had a customer at my job, and he like noticed that they had the same pacemaker as him. He's like, "Oh my God, we have the same pacemaker."
Aw.
He's like this 21-year-old like hot guy, and it's just like
And he had a pacemaker.
What does he need a pacemaker for? He's got a heart.
His heart is fucked up.
Because he's a heartbreaker.
yeah.
Oh.
So he can't have his heart be broken.
This is
Yeah.
crazy too, because I'm not even that close with him, and I'm already like 2 minutes in the podcast. I'm like, this guy I work with.
Yeah.
I do want to hear more about this job. We should introduce our guest, the
Oh, hello.
Clary,
Yes.
binary Clary Alexander. Claire Alexander.
Claire Alexander.
Hi.
Yay. Welcome.
Thank you so
What are you
much for
drinking,
having
by the
me.
way? What's in the cup?
I don't really know if I want to say my place of work. But
Oh, you don't
I
have to.
haven't-
You just.
it's written all over the cup.
Oh, okay.
Though. But I'm drinking a pumpkin spice latte
Mm.
that I made myself, so it tastes okay.
Okay.
I'm not a good barista, and also I had 2 matcha lattes today, and my prescribed Concerta. That's the name of my. So
We should
I have a
pretend you
busy
work at
day.
Starbucks for the purpose.
I work at Starbucks. No, because I'm a server. It's fancy.
Oh, it's
yeah.
excuse me. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Yes, I'm a server, dear. Please respect me, because
I'm
no
sorry,
one else does.
I didn't realize who we were dealing with. I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
realize we
yeah.
had a
Royalty.
server in our
Yeah.
midst.
Do you know who I am?
Do you want me to get you your own air?
She's supposed to serve us our own air.
Yeah, yeah. I should be doing
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Do you flirt with your customers?
Today I did a little.
So it depends on the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it really depends on the day, because a lot of time I like totally don't. And but like today I was talking to some people, because they were like, there were 3 guys and they were making fun of their one friend who like eats split pea soup, and I was like,
By the way, delicious. Split pea soup
oh
is
really?
great.
They were like, he's such an old man, and I was like, that's fucking disgusting. I just said that, and they thought it was hilarious.
That is funny.
I, like anytime, like, and when people order weird shit, I'm like, okay, whatever.
What
Or-
qualifies as weird shit? To
Well,
you?
if I say, they're like, what do you recommend here? I'm like, oh, I really like the breakfast burrito. And they're like, okay, well, I'll have the eggs Benedict. And I'm like, okay, whatever, bitch. I mean, I don't say bitch unless they're like my age.
yeah,
but,
then you kick them in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But if
and
they're
then-
not your age, then you say fucking bitch.
Yeah, I say, you fucking whore, get the
Yeah.
fuck out of my restaurant.
You can't be younger than me.
I feel like I used to work at a restaurant when I first moved to the city, and I would I wouldn't really flirt with customers there, but like I would joke around so much. I would just like kind of run bits all day. And now I feel like I don't really feel the need to do that as much anymore. Like, cause I'm very much like, I'm like, okay, like I have my career going, then I have this thing. I'm like, I don't need to do comedy at work. But then sometimes I forget. I'm like, but I can if I want to.
It
You
does
know, I can
charm
fuck around if
people.
I
I
want.
like the idea that your natural mindset is like, oh, I want to try out bits in front of new people. That's still even an instinct.
I do it to my
Yeah.
therapist.
Oh my God. I hate when I do it to my therapist. I like have to stop myself. I do it in every single conversation I have to the point that like it's like really hard to meet new people almost sometimes.
Is your therapist like, is that a bit? Sometimes,
What
like
do
if
you
you're
mean?
if you're doing a bit to your therapist, does your therapist ever realize that you're like you're trying a joke on?
No, and that's why I think I might have to leave her. Cause like I'll be saying I'm like, and obviously I wouldn't do that because I'm super rich. I'll say something like that. Like that's what I'll say. Like I'm like I went out to dinner and I like bought a ton of drinks because I'm like extremely loaded. And she would be like, she's like, you were just talking to me about money problems, and I'm like, babe, get it? Like that's the.
Oh my
I was
God.
like, I was just saying that I owe my dad my living dad $4,000.
Alive dad, yeah.
Thank you for specifying because I got confused.
Yeah.
I'm sure I owe Lucas's dad some money from the grave.
I owe this guy. He's not even that important to me, honestly. Like, it's really not that special. He's just some dude, honestly. I'm like, leave me alone. I owe this guy $4,000.
I wish I had to say that.
Oh,
I'll stop.
no,
Please
no,
continue.
it makes me feel so
For the-
sad.
No, please don't
Genuinely.
feel bad at
For
all.
listeners who are not watching, Lucas is holding a cup, and from that cup, he is drinking his own
Semen.
tears.
Wow.
Both tears and semen. Yeah, cocktail. It's a mocktail.
Yeah,
No,
my cum
that's
is
what I
actually
call a
clear because
cocktail.
He has clear cum.
I have clear cum. Yeah.
I want your next TikTok to be like, hey guys, you ever notice that my cum's clear?
Hey guys, do you ever notice when you suck my dick that it's super clear? You know, I could think.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it right now. I'm like,
My
I've had
penis
sex
is
with
also
a lot of people
translucent. Oh, yeah.
in the dark, and I'm like, there could be a lot more weird colored cum that's been all over my body and inside me that I didn't even know about.
That
Like,
is
what
a
if-
thought.
I'm gonna have to only have sex with the lights on now.
Would
Yeah.
sex be pleasurable if cum glowed in the dark?
Oh, that would be so fun.
I don't know if I would say pleasurable, but definitely like fucking cool. Like
Yeah.
that would be super fun. Except for
Imagine
the part
if-
where like I would totally like draw on the walls with it and shit. And
I was
then
about to say something really awful, which was what a great way to market it to kids.
You guys can do this one day too.
Oh God, that was
Hey,
Maybe it's good that cum is not glow in the dark then.
we know masturbation doesn't feel great, but if you were interested,
Yeah, we know you guys hate sex and
Yeah.
definitely don't touch yourself in public because you're 5. But
Yo, when I was
Wait,
at camp,
is there a podcast for preschoolers?
oh my god,
Besides
they don't
us.
have a
Yeah,
good-
us, I was gonna
this
say.
podcast probably.
what do you think preschool? Like 3 dudes sitting around with juice boxes, and they're like,
I like that meme of those 3 kids.
Oh, wait,
Three-
which
3
one?
little
Which one?
boys. Oh, never mind. If you guys don't know immediately what I'm talking about, then I'm like, it's not even that funny.
I'm googling it because
Wait,
I
wait.
feel like I
There's
know
like
it, but
3
there's
little
so many
boys
memes.
sitting on a couch, and then like it's a YouTube thing, and like the caption is
Yes,
always,
yes, yes, I know that one. I do know that
Wait,
one.
I don't. I still don't know this one.
Yes.
And
It's so cute.
Oh,
Is Fortnite actually over it?
What is
Yeah.
funny?
Yeah,
I
that's
love
good.
that one.
Oh.
yeah, they look like they're podcasting.
They're podcasting.
I'd listen to a podcast.
They're
for
either.
preschoolers.
I would
Oh, I
listen
would
to them
love that.
now, but I do not want to hear a word they say in 10 years. I'll tell you that.
Oh no! What I want them to give like life advice to people far older than them. That's what I really want.
You ever get life advice from a kid?
I have,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's so bad. They're like, you should wash your clothes more. And I'm like, bitch, you don't even wash yours. You're
Wait, but
9.
did you need to wash your clothes that day? Be honest.
Well, I mean, look, we all need to wash our clothes.
Claire,
no, one
just put
time
that in air
Yeah.
quotes.
somebody,
The
I was working
smell
at a
is
summer
wafting.
camp, and I don't remember if this was to me or to somebody else I worked with, but they had like holes. Maybe it was me. Let's say it was me. I had holes in my shirt, and a kid was like, you really need to take better care of your clothes. There's a lot of holes in your shirt.
Yeah,
It's like that was the. It's like
Yeah.
it's
kids
like,
are pretty
leave me
blunt.
alone.
They're not good with nuance. They
just
don't
be
get.
like, you know,
No.
the show SpongeBob. That's me, bitch.
I remember one time when I was a kid, I told my mom she looked prettier with makeup on.
Whoa.
Yeah. She had to hear it though. You know, I was like, really? Like, I'm
Wait,
doing
how
this
old
for
were you?
you. It was earlier today, but
Yeah.
You
I
know
was like,
those
"Mom."
boy bands who are like, you look better without your makeup? Well, they are giving mixed messaging.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
incorrect.
no, I remember when I was a kid, I said that, and
Except Claire's mom.
it was it was like
It's if you play it
bad.
backwards.
I learned very quickly that it was like that was very rude.
Mm.
And I was like, and I like told my dad, I think that I said that, and he was just like, yeah, never say that. And I was like, but like it's true.
And he was like, I know it's true. And
He's-
believe me, I've tried to tell her.
He's like, I know, but like only we can talk about it to each other, okay?
Yeah.
He's like, don't bring it up to her, but like if you ever hate her face, just like let me know, and I'm in there, all right?
Oh my god. Wait, your dad has like a mustache, right?
Yes, he does.
Is that why
yeah.
he grows it to like keep a little barrier between him and her?
Probably.
Between him, I thought you were gonna say between him and God.
You know, you
Keeping
kiss
a barrier
God.
between
Yeah.
him and the Lord.
My dad also listens to every podcast I'm on, so
Oh.
really excited for him to hear
Hey,
this.
Dad. What's up, Dad?
Does your dad like know your comedy? Like, does
Yeah.
he come to see
Mm-hmm.
shows?
Yeah, he
Okay.
comes to see
Aw.
show. He's my parents like it's really sweet because they're really proud of me now. When I first moved to New York, I was like, they really wanted me to have a real job and like have a 9 to 5 and I became a waitress and then recently my mom said to me, she was like, I'm actually really happy that you didn't get that job and you just worked in the service industry because I don't think you would be able to do what you do without that, and you've come really far. And I was like, yeah, thanks, Mom. That was really amazing. Like, it made my life. It was like really special to hear that.
That's
That's
so
awesome.
wonderful.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it
God.
was a really cool like turning point in my life.
Do they ever give you notes?
My dad sometimes will, and I'm like, what? Like my dad would when I first started comedy.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, but like now that I like do it so regularly, I'm like, no, this is like my thing. Like, you know, that'd be like me going up to him and being like, oh, Dad. Actually, I have no idea what he does, but like he works like in computers, I guess. But that would me being like, oh,
works
did you turn
inside
it
the
off and then
computer.
turn it? Yeah, he works in a computer.
He's Clippy.
He's-
the paper Microsoft.
Yeah, you guys
Word.
ever heard of Microsoft Word?
Yeah.
That's my dad. Okay.
He's a good looking man.
He's
I
the
know.
soft.
Yeah. Yeah. Except for when he falls asleep on my paper. I'm like, hey, get out of the way.
Yeah,
Oh.
I
He
like
does
when he's
know
always
everything
trying to
now.
recommend. He's always asking if you need help. Like he's very helpful.
Yeah, I also like his childish demeanor. I really miss Clippy. Oh my god, and you could change Clippy too to like other people.
I actually have
there was
no
a little
memory of Clippy.
Einstein. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
I
really?
never had Clippy on a computer.
Oh my god, you missed out.
Yeah, you did.
I know.
He was
That's
very
awful.
gentle. Surrogate parent for me.
A tender lover.
He
yeah.
was Sir, it was like
There were like a couple different.
He asked
ones
you how
could
you like
switch.
to come. Yeah.
Yeah,
he was like a Twilight situation
Would I
where at
have
first he was a
sex
parental
with
figure.
Clippy? I think so, and I think that's probably because of like just the history that we have. You know, there's always some sexual tension between you and Clippy, and I don't know why. And I'm not just saying that because it's funny, but it's like, you know, Clippy was like the first like boy I spoke to.
Yeah, that's what all
I
those
mean
memes
that.
are about.
I mean that 100% legitimately. I mean like this is the first. Like, I was like, oh, this is like an adult. Like, I'm, like,
Wait,
talking
what
to
did you
this
say to
thing.
Clippy?
I didn't say anything, but like I would like click on it because it's like you could search things with him, and that's
Yeah.
when I was like, boobies. But then I would just backspace, and I was like, I can't do
Oh my
this.
God.
It's cool.
I would ask him questions too, but he didn't have questions. He just had searches. Like you could search like what is this noun, but you couldn't search like how's your day.
yeah, you
know?
couldn't search like why do I have funny feelings at night about women? You know.
He didn't well he was very homophobic, which is the
Yeah, he
other
was a
thing.
fucking
like he was a
dick.
As he
great
should
guy,
be.
but
As
like,
he should be.
You know what? He was nurturing enough in some ways, but if you were like, listen, I think I might be attracted to women, he was like, well, what about men? And I always thought that was kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then one time he put me in timeout, and I was like, oh, "You're a computer. You know? What are we doing?"
I mean, he literally took you with the computer arms and put you in there. You were like, wait, my
I
Yeah, like,
fucking
wait.
missed
coming
out.
to
I
life.
missed this.
You
I
missed
missed
out.
out.
And we're being this really happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're being real. We're being very sincere.
I believe you.
No, Clippy was
Because you guys are not that good of actors.
yeah, we're
Tell me about it.
I
Yeah.
know. Like, oh god.
LaGuardia trained me wrong.
LaGuardia, you mean the airport?
Yes.
they were-
Yes.
See,
Where did you get
Delta
your acting
Airlines.
degree? Ah,
Scene
I
study.
thought I was going to this acting school, and I show up the first day, and they're like, "All right, let's get you on the plane." And I'm like, "Is this the acting school?" They were like, "Yes." And I stayed there for 4 years, and I was always doing scenes by myself. No one ever corrected me. They just thought I was very homeless.
so, wait, do you guys watch 30 Rock?
I've only seen like a couple
Oh
episodes.
my god, you have
honestly.
to watch all
I
of
know.
it. That's
I wanna
your
watch
homework
all
I
is
have
of
too
it
many
at some
shows
point,
that I
yeah.
like need to get
No,
through.
no, no, no. But this is like okay, like I'm like no, Lucas, you don't understand. No, this is the best show. It's like the highest to me right now. This is the highest show I view. Like I'm like this is as good as humor. It's so inside baseball. It's so perfect for people like us, the elite, hilarious people.
Oh, I thought you just meant hot people.
Oh yeah, because we're fucking sexy as
It's
fuck.
so important for the sexy people to know about.
Yeah.
What?
I said it's so important for the sexy people.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
because sexy people still need to have a sense of humor because otherwise, like, what's the fucking
What would we
point?
be?
You
Yeah,
know?
we have to
Because
joke
it's
about
2021. Your looks can only take you so far now. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
When I
Yeah,
was
but
in
we're
high
as far as
school,
it can get.
I was like fine, and then like I started to gain weight, and I was like, I gotta gain personality like mad fucking quick. I was and that's like funny because it really goes the opposite way. It's like the funnier I get, the also honestly more pumpkin spice lattes I drink. I don't know, but whatever.
But they're so good.
They're
They
so
are delicious.
good.
The first time I tried it, I was like, actually, the hype is really deserved.
Oh my gosh, I
They're
used to be
delicious.
like really ashamed. This is a sidetrack from anyway. Everybody has to watch 30 Rock. That's what I was gonna say. Oh wait, but there's this one character, Jenna, on it.
Yes.
Who? Yeah, she went to school on a boat. She's like, I went to acting school on a boat and then after a week when we all graduated.
Wasn't it the School of Dramatic Tricks?
yeah. The School of Dramatic, the Tampa Academy of Dramatic Tricks.
Oh
But
my
I was
God.
thinking of when you were saying that you studied on a plane, I was like, that's like
I
what
was
Jenny
just on
Maroney's
an
daughter
airplane
would do.
talking to myself for 4 years. Nobody knew what to do with me. And then I told everyone I went to LaGuardia High School, and they were like, with Timothy Chalamet? And I was like, yes. He was
I'm
with Timothy
actually
Chalamet.
Timothy
I am
McChalamet.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
It's me.
I rip off my skin suit, which is comprised from his skin. I
What a guy.
Timothy Chalamet.
Oh,
Oh,
he's so
yeah.
I was thinking he's so much paler than you are. Like
I know.
like you've got a
Yeah,
very nice
wearing a lot
olive
of
tone, but
makeup.
he's very sickly Victorian child with the best of intentions. I say this. But
Yeah.
Making
Yeah.
fun of another sickly Victorian
I'm like, it,
child.
it reminds me of somebody else I know, Pete Davidson.
Nah.
Yeah. Like I feel like Timothy Chalamet is like Pete Davidson but face tuned. You know.
Oh.
You know.
Well, they've
But
got
I
very
mean, like
different-
they have different faces, but they
Yeah.
come from the same like. They could be cousins.
Oh,
Yeah.
easily.
like
yeah.
definitely not brothers, but totally cousins.
See,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't see it as much because to me, I see Pete Davidson is so Staten Island and Timothy is so Manhattan. I feel like if
Oh, yeah.
Timothy Chalamet went up to Pete Davidson, he would spit in his face.
Who would spit in whose face?
Timothy
Pete.
Chalamet.
Both. Why not both?
They just spit.
I
They
was
would swap
Yeah.
spit. They would just start making out.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I
what
mean, that
meant.
wouldn't be surprising for Pete Davidson. Wait, are you guys fans of like Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson?
Okay, I remember I told
Is
you
this
about
something
that.
we wanna talk
to your
about?
Instagram.
Oh my
I'm
God,
happy
yeah.
for them. I'm happy for them.
I have
Let
like
them,
so much
yeah.
to say
I
about
responded to your
this.
Go
Instagram.
for it.
I was absolutely convinced for so long that they were just friends.
Really? Oh wait, yes, you told me this.
Yeah.
Oh no, I knew
Oh yeah, and
from-
then I said, I hold hands on roller coasters with my friends Gabby.
And I was like, why not? And then you responded like, well, you want to fuck your friends then. I was like, only some.
Yeah, I was like, the
only
only
some.
You only hold hands with people you want to fuck.
Yeah.
That's
That's
true.
why I hold
intimacy.
hands with your moms.
Oh!
Because
That's
I
what
want
that
to
was.
fuck both of your moms. They have no interest in me.
Yeah,
It's
they're
been
just
really
fucking each
difficult.
other,
They're
so
just
you
they're fucking each other.
My
Yeah.
mom has a shrine to you. I don't know if you know this.
Oh my God, stop! Oh,
Yeah.
I love her so much.
I'm sure that's unrelated.
She's very sentimental.
What are your thoughts on
Let's
the
see.
Kim and Pete
I love talking about this. I don't know why. I love Kim Kardashian so much. It's so random because I used to like hate her. But I really like her now because I have grown and I realize she's like, I just like how sex positive her family is for our culture. I think it's bringing us forward.
Okay.
I think the Kardashians are driving us forward. Maybe not exactly, but I think like and also like they date everybody, you know. I was looking on the E! News Instagram the other day because my coworkers and I have been making our celebrity sex lists, and I like can't name 10 celebrities off the top of my head. So I was looking through E! News and I was like, everybody on E! News is white.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. I feel like you look at it, you watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and it's like there's just, they have no judgment of anyone. And Kim's clothing line is like extremely progressive in terms of like body shape. And I love that because I am like apparently a size large, which to me is wackadoodle that like society tells. And my pants are always enormous. And it's like, this makes me feel normal and it makes me feel pretty that Kim Kardashian, like the hottest girl on the planet, sells like clothes that make me feel cool. Like I like that. So I really like her. I really just like everything that their family is like I just feel like they're a really good icon. They're really good icons to have. And also I love the whole like sex tape pass thing. Like fuck it, whatever. Like we all, I don't know.
We all fucked Ray J.
We all fucked Ray J.
Listen, we have all fucked. We all.
But
fucked
none
Ray
of us
J
have
in
capitalized
2007.
on it.
Yeah. And I'm like, fuck.
That's why
when
we're
when
here.
the sex tape came out, I was like, I should have done that with him.
Yeah, I should.
But so I love Kim. I think Pete's great. I used to really like Pete on Guy Code. I used to watch Guy Code, and I used to really like Pete on Guy Code. And then, and this is how I feel about this. I feel like Pete could totally date Kim Kardashian, but Kim Kardashian should not date Pete.
Ooh.
Whoa.
You know, I'm like,
We're going into detail.
Maybe it's like a girl power thing where I'm like, sister, come on.
Yeah.
Really? Like, you're gonna go for a comedian?
No, yeah, I know.
But like for him, I'm like, go Pete, fuck yeah. I'm like, this is classic Pete going like classic Pete dating like a totally bananas hot girl,
Right.
And then and it's not classic Kim. Kim is like, let me, fuck the tallest guy or like the most successful guy and whatever.
I'll
he's
say
the tallest guy.
he is. Oh, he's like 6'1",
he's like
2".
I think he's like 6'12", maybe.
Yeah.
I think he's like.
He's definitely 11 feet tall.
I saw him on the street and I was like, oh, I've seen him like several times.
He's Hagrid's skeleton.
Yeah, he certainly is. Yeah, he's something else. I've seen him like many times.
That reminds me of a
Live?
Not like as a performer, but I used to work at a COVID testing center in 30 Rock.
Yeah,
I have to say it that way. You can't say I worked at 30 Rock testing people for COVID because people get the wrong. People are like, you worked at 30 Rock? I'm like, oh, it's not my thing. But if you do it the other way around, people are like, oh, it's cool. And I'm like, yeah, it kind of was. But anyway, and I also, on many occasions, I've just like seen him on the street. I saw him recently. I was heading to a show and I saw him a block away. And they were like filming a movie in Gowanus or something. I'm assuming it was a movie or TV show or maybe an SNL sketch or honestly maybe just like a commercial or for Smart Water or whatever. But like I was walking down the street and I saw him a block away and I knew I had to walk by him. And I was like, oh, I'm about to walk by Pete Davidson. And then I was walking by Pete Davidson. I was like, I think I could fuck Pete Davidson. And then Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson started dating. And I was like, I think I will never ever fuck Pete Davidson. Like I'm not Kim Kardashian.
No. You need a can-do attitude. You need the mindset. You need to just keep grinding.
I don't. But
Keep
like now I'm
grinding.
just like
grinding, hustling.
But now I'm just like the fact that they're together. I'm just like, oh, those are my friends now. It's like these are my friends. Like because I wouldn't want to fuck like either of them because
I see. Now it's friend code.
Yeah.
It's like if you fuck either of them, the other one gets mad, and then you can't invite them back to Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
I
feel like they're like my buddies, and I don't know which one is more of my friend in my head.
I was about to ask like who do you value more in their who do you want to have a good? Who more do you want to have a good opinion of you?
Oh, that's a toughie.
Yeah.
Because Pete's a comic,
Exactly,
and I would want him to
but Kim
think highly of
Kardashian's
me.
Kim Kardashian.
But I also like want to be friends with Kim Kardashian.
Exactly. So
I also, you know who else I really want to be friends with? Meg the Stallion.
Oh, yeah.
I
I daydream about it because she's 26 and I'm 25, and I'm like,
Oh my
we could
God.
just,
She's
yeah,
so
I'm like, we
great.
could just
yeah,
like
she's
go
also
hang
super
out.
into anime. She's like quirky.
Okay, well, I
She's
hate that
very
part,
into
but
anime. Oh,
I kinda like that.
well, now you can't be your friend.
Yeah.
I guess not. Yeah, I forgot about that part.
I would.
Meg's dead to me now, I guess.
Yeah. Oh well, she's bummed about that. But anime is something that I think I would want to one day be into.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I owe
if
it
I
all
have
to
the time.
No, Lee and Maxim are the ones who got me into anime. They told me
Yeah.
to like watch Hunter x Hunter, and I
Okay.
watched that, and it's amazing. And then I also saw Attack on Titan, and then I'm obsessed with that.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
like that their eyes sparkle.
Aw.
And they get the little beads of sweat. You
Yeah.
know. The
Oh, I
anime
thought you were
character-
talking about Lee and Maxim. When they talk about anime, like their eyes just light up. And it's like,
That's
oh,
so
that's so
sweet.
special.
In general, I like when Maxim's eyes sparkle.
I
Yeah.
love it when you ask Lee about television and she just lights up.
Oh.
I guess I take back what I said, especially because Meg the Stallion is into anime. I'm like, I should be into anime.
Yeah, now it's cool. You should be
Yeah.
into it. You're not.
I
Cool.
mean, also like, okay, so I used to like hate cartoons. I don't know why.
Whoa.
And then I watched Big Mouth last year, and I loved it so much that it got me into cartoons. And I watched F is for Family, and I loved that.
Oh my God, that show's so
I
good.
have not seen F is for Family
So
yet.
good.
I think it's a Bill
It-
Burr.
Yeah, Bill
it's
Burr.
lower than 30 Rock on my Lucas needs to watch this
Okay.
immediately list.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to watch it immediately, but like it's a great one because it's like, oh, that is so special of a show.
And it's underrated too.
It
like, Everyone
is.
talks about,
There's
like,
not a lot of
American-
hubbub about it. Yeah.
No, there really isn't. And I
Is
also
hubbub the word or is it hubbubaloo? Hubbaloo.
I think it's
Hullabaloo?
hubbub.
Hullabaloo.
Hullabaloo. Oh
Yeah.
my God, what did I say? Hubbaloo.
I
think
think it's boobies.
Yeah, boobs.
It's titties. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hub.
Another
hubba,
great part
hubba.
about anime.
I think that's
massive
There's
tits.
not a lot of hubba hubba about it.
There's not a lot of big like honky about it. Wah,
Honky
wah.
means something else.
Honky.
Honk honk.
Honk honk.
Wait, can I tell you my favorite term for boobs? Funky dunkers.
Funky
That's my
dunkers.
What do you
favorite.
dunk them in?
Dunkaroo.
Yeah, they're dunkaroos.
My cum. This glass of my cum.
translucent
Yeah.
cum. Oh,
My translucent cum.
I didn't even finish what I want.
can't
your
wait for my
TikTok
dad to
be.
listen to this.
I want you to be jerking off.
Okay.
And then you come, and then while you come, you go, goodbye.
Oh God.
It's your brand, man.
Yeah.
Gabby, what did you just
I'll
ask
make that
of him
into
to
a
do?
sticker.
I
Like,
asked
she
for
said, I want you to make a TikTok of you jerking off.
Yeah.
And then I want you to come.
this is a private video he's just sending to me because
Yeah, put
Claire,
this on your friends only TikTok.
because Claire, it's not about my.
Pay mutuals.
So the algorithm is
This is my
punishing me,
close
so I have to try something a little different.
Oh God.
This is not about my obvious crush on Lucas. This is about the fact that I need an education about the male anatomy, as you know from how you've heard me speak about penises.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
One time I was doing Gabby's show a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And there was a picture of a plane. It was like a poor painting of a plane.
Okay.
Like, and I mean, no offense to the artist, but it was like the worst plane I've ever seen in my life. And Gabby was like, I think that's a penis. Or wait, was it the other way around?
What?
It looked like a penis,
It was
and
the
you
other way
thought
around.
it was a plane.
Looked like a penis, and I was like, "That's a plane," and this is supposed to evoke 9/11. And then you were like, "That's a penis."
That's a
girl."
fucking. It had balls. I was like, what airplanes have
Like little
balls?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it when I'm
Were
getting
they
on my
sort of, like,
airplane and the
rounded?
ball sack is in the way.
Were they rounded like bee wings or something like that?
No,
Or-
they were full
Balls.
balls.
Oh, so it was just a cock.
It
was
wasn't
just a cock.
It
was a cock and
I
balls.
think
It was like-
trying
a-
to be wings.
But like the main point is that it was so poorly drawn that I, in my memory, remembered it backwards. But like it was like it was
okay.
like it was a poorly drawn penis, but it's like the kind of penis that you make like in a when you're like drawing in a latte, you know? Like it was like simple, but
Yeah.
like
so that's what you do with your customers.
yeah, that's what I do with my customer
exactly.
when I want to hit on them. I'm like,
Wait, can I?
"Alright."
So can I tell you? So when I was in college, we hosted a party in my senior year apartment where we had this like empty canvas and we got like paint brushes and paint, and then we charged people at the door, and then we donated it all to like Planned Parenthood that you could just draw whatever you wanted on it and just like draw cocks and balls and shit and just go nuts. But my friend Amanda, who is part of this group called Shape Sexual Health and Assault Peer Educators, that's what it stood for, and she was like big on like teaching everyone about their bodies, and she was like very sex positive, and she could not draw a accurate vagina. She drew like a vulva.
Is she a good artist?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but no, here's the thing.
But, like, I don't know how to draw a vagina either.
Oh no, but here's the thing. She drew
I don't
like
even know what they look like.
She drew like, I guess it's the vulva, like
Okay.
the thing, and then she drew like the asshole right at the bottom of it. No room for a taint or nothing, just boop right at the bottom.
There's not a big taint.
Yeah.
No,
like
but
Lucas.
she left no room. It was like
Like
right at the
Lucas.
bottom.
Lucas is like, oh my god, she drew this vagina and there wasn't even a dick on it. That's crazy.
It's like, where were the balls?
Where was the 7-foot taint?
There's
That
not
is
even
something
a
I've always
taint.
thought was weirder
There's
about
no
men's
taint.
stuff was that the taint is so large. I mean, what
I
do you do,
always,
just
I
poke
always
it?
love like looking at it when I.
The
I mean,
taint?
what? No, I don't.
When you do nothing.
when I hook up with somebody, I'm like, I can't believe that this exists. Like, it's so weird.
Yeah.
Like your body like forgot to finish the ass crack.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I was like, it's weird that it doesn't keep going. It's weird that it's not like a girl.
It's like an
Oh, it's-
yeah. It'd be weird.
There's just one long crease. Just
that's
all
what
the way.
that's what a girl is.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that's why
not-
that's
not
why
in
you
my
get in trouble
experience.
if you wipe from back to front.
Oh, yes,
Because
yeah.
as a girl, you could just whoop
Mm-hmm.
and give yourself probably some gross river
Yeah.
disease.
That's one of the nice things about like having her dick and balls. Is you can go front to back to front. You can get shit on your balls. It's fine. Nothing bad will happen.
Well, that's a little gross.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't. If
Yeah,
I were-
I don't want shit on my
If
balls.
I were you.
Yeah,
I
that's why
hate
it
when
smells
they-
so nice in here. Yeah,
Because all
it's
shit on
my
your balls.
shit on my balls. Yeah.
That's so
Balls are
sweet.
so Gabby. You're like balls are not worth seeing. They're fun to play with, but they
Okay.
smell bad. They smell warm.
Whenever something smells like a temperature,
Yeah,
That's not.
that's
yeah.
a poor indication of what's about to
Yeah.
happen.
Oh, God.
So are you seeing anyone right now?
Oh my God! Stop it.
Whose balls are you
I'm
sniffing?
seeing you two right now with my eyes.
That's so romantic.
I hooked up with somebody recently, but that's
Ooh.
it.
Okay.
And then I hooked up with somebody before that, and we were like talking, but then we stopped talking.
Okay.
And then before that, I hooked up with a lady.
How was that?
Ooh.
You know, fucking great. It's so funny. Everybody asked me, they're like, "Oh my God, what was it like?" I was like, it was sex, which felt." And everybody I've spoken to about this, like, because I was like, it didn't feel like, I didn't like it more than sex I've had with men, and I didn't dislike it more than sex I've had with men. I was like, it just felt so normal
Yeah.
to me, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so not straight. Because I was like, oh, this is like so normal. It felt just, and everybody I've talked to who's bi is like, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
what it
yeah,
feels
absolutely.
And I'm like, really? I'm like, wait, it's not like, I'm like, where was like the magical, exciting part where I'm like, wow. And they like come to your house and they give you like a colorful flag. Like that didn't happen.
You get presented a plaque.
Yeah,
and
I was like,
everything,
yeah, like a
you've
folded up
graduated, yeah.
triangle, like rainbow flag.
You
Yeah.
wouldn't believe what a girl did to me at work once.
What?
That sounds sexual, but it's not.
Okay.
I'm like, what? Is this a radio show? Hey, you wouldn't believe what this girl did to me.
This is Howard Stern.
Number
He's
6 will
coming
surprise
here.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, BuzzFeed article.
Dermatologists hate her.
What this person do?
So I was leaving the company, and as my going away gift, this girl who I didn't know particularly well was
Oh,
like,
no.
"Oh, I've got a going away gift for you," and she pulls out a rainbow like a bag, and out of it comes a rainbow like notebook and pen. And then she was like, and that's not it. And she pulled out from behind her back a rainbow balloon. I was like, bro,
Wow.
I'm not that gay. Like, I'm pretty gay, but I'm not that gay.
That's so awful.
It's
for
also-
somebody that you like.
Wow.
That's a mom gift.
Oh yeah.
That's like
That's
the
like
ultimate
a-
love is love gift.
Yeah.
And I was like, thanks, I know.
You're like, okay, we get it. You voted for Obama. Love you, thank you. But
You would have done it for a third time if you could. I'm
yeah.
sure you
Oh
could.
my gosh,
Yeah, that was
Were you
pretty
close
insane.
with this person?
that's why it's so bad.
Oh my
Because that's just kind of like
Yeah.
That makes it feel like they're like viewing you as a thing and not a person.
An
Yeah.
object.
Yeah.
And it was part of, I didn't want to,
I love the
I
idea.
didn't want to start shit. I wasn't going to be like, well, fuck you for this gift that you spent $18 on. But
I'm wondering if this person was like, I'm not homophobic. Just like, but went so overboard.
I wonder if she like says
I wonder if
slurs at
she's
home.
like closeted and was like, I think you're just so brave.
She had gay vibes a little bit.
Yeah.
But she did talk about her boyfriend like 24/7.
Yeah, but that could be
that's
a thing too,
so
though.
gay.
Oh, maybe.
If you talk about your boyfriend that much, you're gay.
What did you do with the notebook? Do you write in it? Do you write your gay thoughts in it?
Yeah, I keep my straight thoughts in one notebook.
Me a bit of gay.
When I'm having
These are my
gay
notes on the
thoughts-
L word.
I do have many notes on the L word.
I've never watched it, but
Okay, that's my number one recommendation.
okay, I will watch it.
Yeah.
Imagine, and you too.
I'm just
Okay.
worried if I watch it, I'm gonna just be like, no, I'm like fully gay, and
It's not even.
I'm not
that.
ready to learn that.
You will just be addicted to the show.
Yeah. It's,
So like,
it's
how
really
much
good.
scissoring goes on? Like, how much? You know,
in the
like-
show or in real life?
In real. Yeah.
I scissor with men.
We'll answer.
I'm like, let's just see if it works. I'm just kidding. I've never done that, but I could. Probably try.
I was really hopeful. I was like, whoa, like, you could do that? No.
Yo,
I mean,
Lucas is
you can
trying.
do anything.
I mean, yeah, you can do anything, but I was like, does it anything?
You
go
can do anything you put your mind to.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen.
Equality. You can
Oh.
scissor with a man whenever you want.
And you should.
The L word. Okay.
9 out of 10 doctors recommend it.
Scissoring. I don't know so much about. I don't have so many opinions. Some people do it. Some people don't. I've done it.
Have you done it?
Yeah, it's fine. The L word though is like, okay, 2004 haircuts, like the the swoopy side bangs like this. They all have these like
The Justin Bieber.
kind of, yeah, but it's like not even at that time. The hair is like almost shinier because it's 2004. They're in LA. They're in their little Subarus. They're like in their crazy like popped collar outfits. They all have like these fake jobs that like make them a ton of money, but none of them ever have to work. So they all go to the same cafe and they just hang out there every single day. And
It's Friends. It's lesbian friends.
No, I'm like,
Yes.
this sounds like lesbian Sex in the City.
Yeah.
Sex
But
in the
it's-
lesbian city.
Yeah.
but it's more like overwrought. So it's funnier because the dialogue is so not what anyone would ever say to each other. And it just is the most like glorious, delicious show. Like I've seen the series now twice, and I would watch it again.
Yeah, how long is it? And what's it on?
It's on Showtime, I think, and it's.
Okay.
I thought you were going to
six
say
seasons.
lesbian Hulu.
It's on Lulu.
It's on Lulu.
LuLaRoe, the MLM, yeah.
Have you seen that documentary, Lulu Rich?
No.
I saw like a half-hour documentary on Vice all about the history of LuLaRoe and how it just destroyed all these women's lives.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's.
You know about MLMs, right?
I know about MLMs, and I have a really funny story about this, and this is something I might be like later, like don't put that up, but I know a girl who is in an MLM. I know
Let's
her from
call
high
her Janine
school.
Garofalo.
Janine Garofalo.
Yeah.
Who is Janine Garofalo?
She's the one.
Oh, Janine Garofalo.
Yeah, Janine Garofalo, Janine
When you get the
Garofalo.
Eastville emails with like the little emoji.
I
Yeah.
love Janine Garofalo actually very much.
She's
'cause
great.
Oh, I know. She's awesome.
Wet Hot American Summer is
Unbelievable.
I don't know what Wet Hot American Summer tattoo to get. Like I need one. Those are my two favorite things: Wet Hot American Summer on television, Wet Hot American Summer, and 30 Rock. Those are like if you do comedy, like you have to watch those because it's just like it's so goofy, it's so out there. That's what I love. But anyway, so this girl I know, I know her from high school. She's in an MLM and she has cancer, like bad. And she's in an MLM and she's posting pictures of herself bald,
oh my god.
saying like, honestly, this like really changed my life. And I'm like, I think that the thing that changed your life the most was getting diagnosed with cancer.
I
She
would
like,
imagine so.
and
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know. I might actually have to ask you guys to take I feel bad because she's still alive, so she might see this. But like, I mean, that part was a bad thing to say right there. But
Hopefully not for long.
oh my God,
that was
but,
mean.
but like I just had to share this. It's just like so funny to me that I'm like, they don't let you quit if you have cancer. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, she's like dying and
Oh my
still
God.
posting like, hey, like just don't forget to take your essential oils. It's like they're obviously
Oh
not
my
saving
God.
you.
They don't let you quit ever. Like it's
It's
crazy.
Even in
I'm
the
like,
afterlife, they're like,
yeah, it's like you go
Get
to
that
heaven
ghost
and
market.
you sell people MLMs and
Oh my God,
Hell
that
is
is-
just one big MLM.
absolutely.
oh, that
I
breaks
would
my
never
heart.
be. I would also never be interested in MLM to begin with. Like even if I wasn't aware of like the fact that it's a pyramid scheme. Like people are like, hey girl, do you want to sell clothes? I'm like, no.
You're like, that sounds like a lot of work.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, like hey girl, do you want to sell these detox pills? Like you get free ones if you sell them. I'm like, first of all, who am I gonna sell them to? Like second of all, like no, because like my mom always told me diet pills are bad. Like there's just no, and I'm not interested in any of it at all.
Yeah.
The people who go door to door selling knives are always crazy to me. Cutco, they're a knife
Oh,
company.
Oh my God.
I nearly worked with them. I was 18 and I wanted like a summer job, and then like I applied and they were like, "Oh, you're overqualified for this. You have a high school
I
diploma."
didn't know MLMs turned people away.
Oh no, they didn't turn me away. They were like, "You can have this if you want."
I
but
don't
like,
think
and then I
Cutco
didn't.
isn't really an MLM though. I feel like I know several people who did it in like high school and they.
oh, I know a
don't
lot
do
of
it
people. I know
anymore.
people that did it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember my family friend did it, and he came to my house, and my parents bought one because they were like really excited for like what he was doing. Like, oh, look who has a little job.
Oh, I
Aw.
see.
And they're like, look, this one can cut a penny. And my parents were like, oh, well, we need that. And like, because we're so rich.
So supportive.
you know.
Yeah, we just cut our pennies all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, we could just
what
like,
else are we
chop
gonna
them in
use?
half.
Hey,
I re-
you got anything to cut hundreds? By any chance?
I'm like, yeah, how can I pay for this knife? Can I pay for this knife in half pennies?
Yeah. I remember at the orientation they did that. They cut a penny. I was like, "Well, that's wasteful." I was like,
Well, they do it because like they were like gonna get rid of pennies recently.
"Oh
Right,
yeah."
right, and
Oh
they-
yeah,
they
Petition
there's
to
a
get rid of the
coin
penny.
shortage.
Yeah,
They're all on my ass.
like yeah, because I swallowed them all. Oh my God! Wait, did you guys know this story? This is so funny to me.
What?
So when Eleanor Roosevelt was younger, there was someone at her school who swallowed coins, and she got a
Okay.
lot of attention. So then Eleanor either swallowed a coin or pretended she swallowed a coin. I think she pretended she swallowed a coin, and then they found out she was joking. Or not
Oh,
joking,
she's
but
such a
lying.
clown. She's such a-
And
I
then
just
the
think-
cow swallowed Eleanor Roosevelt, who swallowed the coin. Perhaps
This
she'll
is my
die.
theory. The class clown. Oh my God, that's how I need to
The
do it.
class clown.
No, it's like a book. It's
It's
about
always
like
really
Oh,
serious.
I swallowed a fly.
I
and
swallowed a
that-
fly. Yeah,
perhaps
that
I'll-
one.
Why did I say it was
Perhaps
into the
she'll
woods?
die.
That's my
Perhaps
theater
she'll
kid
die,
coming
yeah.
out.
Into the woods, you'll eat a
Into the
coin.
woods, you'll eat a coin. Then Eleanor Roosevelt will say it was a joke.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh my God! One of the first musicals I was in was Into the Woods.
Who'd you
who
play?
did you play?
I played Grumpy the Dwarf, who isn't a character in Into the Woods.
What?
They were just They were just like making the ensemble much cooler.
Oh.
You know, they were trying to make you feel better about being
Grumpy the
ensemble.
dwarf.
Grumpy.
Yeah, I had to wear a fat suit.
Oh my god. How old are
'Cause
you?
you
I
were
was 12.
Such a
I
skinny
think.
legend.
wow.
So I like already was, insecure. And
Oh
then they're
my
like,
God.
here's a fat suit. And I was like, I have to already play a small old man.
Oh my God.
And now I have to be fat about it. So I had
Oh.
fun though. I really like Into the Woods.
That
That's
is
a
the
good
only more
show.
embarrassing Into the Woods story than the one I have.
Oh no, what really?
Wait, what's you?
I played the cow.
Oh my God! I
Oh.
was just gonna say I know the girl I know in my school, the girl who played Annie, like the next
Yeah.
musical she did, she played the butt of the cow.
Oh no.
And my
well, I
mom
was
always
the
said to
full
me,
cow.
my mom used this as a learning thing, and it works. My mom was like, always like, well, sometimes you're Annie, and sometimes you're the butt of the cow, and I like love that. I'm like,
That's a
Honestly,
very.
that's really good.
That's a good. My dad actually told me a story. Wait, what was? Tell me your story about like.
Oh, I mean,
being
my
Milky
English
White the cow.
teacher. My English
Milky,
teacher
yeah.
was like
Milky,
Milky
White.
White.
Milky
Have you seen
White.
Low
Oh,
Budget
Milky White,
Milky
which
Whites?
is the opposite color of Lucas's cum. It's clear.
the translucent cow.
What if a cow just made water?
You mean
That's
piss?
how I played her. That was how I played her, to make water and be beautiful. Yeah, I really wanted to okay, so I wanted to be the narrator because I couldn't sing. And then They already cast a narrator, so my English teacher who's directing the play was like, "Don't worry, Gabby. Like, we have the perfect
my
part for
God.
you." And I'm actually
Oh,
not
what
kidding.
an
That is
insult.
what he said. The
I would
perfect
hate
part for
any
you.
teacher to describe the perfect part for a kid to be Milky White the cow.
Well,
That
any
is-
character in you could be offended by any character in Into
I
the
guess.
Woods.
But I
saying
think
that,
I had
'cause
I was
every
such a
character is pretty
nerd.
like fucked up.
I was such a nerd. I had such a positive attitude. I was like, okay, well, let me method act. So I literally like
Oh my
stopped
God.
eating beef. I like walked around like
Oh
pretending
my
to be a cow. And I like during the scene with Jack where he sells me, I like cried real tears. Like I ate
That's
that.
really beautiful.
I like ate that role.
I
Honestly,
wasn't expecting to get moved.
Lucas
Sorry,
is sobbing.
moved.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
That's so precious. I love that. And that
Yeah.
fucking sucks that all that method acting was on that cat. Like you totally should have been like
Yeah.
Little Red or like Cinderella or something.
That's what I'm saying.
Or the Mrs. whatever.
It's
the
okay. At
wife.
the airport,
The
I
baker's
then
wife?
played
The
every
baker's
role.
wife.
Oh yeah, I played the baker.
The baker's
in
wife is
summer
a really
camp
good
one year.
role.
The baker's wife is a great role. That's
Yeah,
like the
that's
best role.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the best role in the whole thing, probably.
No, but I wanted to say my dad told me this story that I found very encouraging. Also for anyone else who wants to do acting. But my dad told me that he was directing a play and that he had this female lead to cast. And that there were these 3 actors who were all auditioning for it, but they were all perfectly equally good for the role. And he couldn't think of a single reason to give one the role over the other 2. And that eventually he just chose one of them and she did great. But he was like, oh, yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that the other 2 would have knocked it out of the park, but just as well. And so I found that like weirdly encouraging of just like, oh, it's almost probably not my fault if I don't get the part.
Oh yeah.
I
No,
felt- yeah.
I have 2 stories to say about this. One time I did Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat in,
I did that in high
high
school.
school, and we had 3 narrators. They split the lead in 3, which was I think a genius idea because it's like also so much work for one
is a lot.
person.
Yeah.
And musicals are really designed for like there's no like trickle down economics of it. Like it's very like musicals are literally, and I mean that's what makes them so great is that like you have the parts that you pay attention to, and then it's like this wonderful ensemble that carries the whole show. But it's like when you're constantly cast as ensemble, like you feel like a piece of fucking shit, and you're like, one day I'll be noticed, but like I'm good enough to get in the ensemble. It's like a really weird. It's like a friend zone of like, and you're like, is this what I'm meant to do? Because I'm only in. But the other thing I was going to say was, okay, so something I learned because I studied TV acting and I also studied acting for musicals. And so this can go either way. Like you could look at this as like a insulting thing, or you could look at this as like a positive thing. Lots of directors. So directors in musicals, they're looking for someone to play their vision of the character. And directors of like television and film are looking for someone to bring to life this character like they wrote, you know? And so like, if you don't get cast in a musical, it's like, oh, because you don't fit the vision that somebody else had, which I always thought was really reassuring to me. Cause I'm like, oh, okay. Like it's not, I'm bad. It's like they had a different vision. I mean, that took like 3 days of crying. And then, you know, the stage of grief of acceptance to be like, oh, okay, I wasn't cast as like the lead because I am not what they were looking for. That's also fucked up because it's like when you do high school theater, it's like this teacher has known me for years. Why didn't she do something that would feature me?
Right.
But for TV and film, it's like they're looking for somebody who stands out as a person, and it's not. And so like, if you don't get a role in that, it's like, oh, because maybe you were like too much like a different character or something, and they were. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
That makes sense. But like, it's always like it's always one of those things. It's like the reasons why you're not cast are like 90% because of somebody else's vision, and it has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Unless you fucking suck, and you should probably quit. But like, I mean, like, that's why it's so important to like keep going and like keep pursuing stuff, because it's not, because like there's so few like good part. Like if we think about it, like what's our ratio of like open mics we did before getting booked on shows? I used to do like 15 to 19 mics a week. And then maybe like 6 months into comedy in New York, I was booked on my first bar show.
Yeah.
And that's like hundreds of open mics before that. So it's like so many for just the one. And that's so it's so important to like keep doing that, because like the opportunities are kind of few, but like once you get them, but they are there, and you just have to keep doing it and not quitting.
Absolutely.
And also like with the mics especially, it's like you know something's right for you, I think, when you enjoy the process. Like,
absolutely.
I knew I didn't want to be an actor because I hated auditioning, and I know a lot of actors hate auditioning, but it made me like physically uncomfortable to go into a room and like be perceived in that way.
That's what I feel about dance auditions. My least favorite thing. Can't do it.
I forgot about those.
I know, the worst. But regular auditions, I was like fine. But I
would have panic attacks.
What happens at dance auditions?
You get taught a bit of choreo and then you do it.
Yeah, and then you have to do it immediately.
Yeah. You have to have really good physical
awful.
memory.
I went to one when I was a kid and I was late. It was like an audition for Gypsy.
Oh my God, that's like my nightmare, being late for
I missed all the
dance
choreo,
audition.
and my mom threw me in that room and I did not know what the fuck was happening.
I don't know how I was cast as Maisie in Seussical, which was a really big deal for me. I loved it. It was like the best thing ever. But like I was really determined, and I like remember like clenching my butthole and like staring so hard because I was like, I had a really good first audition, and I was like, oh, I have a chance. I am not fucking letting this go. And I had like the biggest headache afterward, and I was like, oh, I'm probably not getting it. And then I got the call back, and I was like, what? Okay. And so I like worked really hard, but like I like worked my ass off during the dance. And I think also what helped was everybody else in my dance audition group fucking sucked. So I was like, cool, I look okay.
Right.
But it was amazing. But it's dance auditions are like my least favorite thing in the world. They are so that's probably how you feel about regular auditions. It's like shakes me in my core.
It's it was horrifying. And then when I got into comedy, I was like, wait a minute, I love open mics, even when they're bad, even when I bomb. Like I love them. And I hate when a host goes up to a mic, they're like, all right, we all fucking hate this. It's like, well, I'm sorry, I don't.
I know.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people that do it because they're doing it. With
doing it because they like have nothing else. Or
yeah.
Or they've gotten into something, maybe like it's natural to like used to have loved something and then be like, but it feels like bad to quit or something.
Yeah, there's like a lot of people who are in that headspace, and I agree with. I mean, I have had bad mics, but it's like honestly, when I feel bad after I bomb when I have felt bad after I've bombed at a mic, because it never happens anymore. When I have felt
You're above
bad,
that.
what?
You're above that.
I'm above that. Bombing and open mics. Sorry.
Shows only.
I'm just kidding. See you guys later at an open mic tomorrow. What mics are on tomorrow? Oh, I'm going to a Broadway show. Never mind. But
Well, what are you seeing?
I'm seeing Trevor.
Oh, fun.
I've heard about it, but I don't actually know what it is.
I'm hosting
I got tickets for free. So.
Okay.
But my friend might not go anywhere. So if either one of you want to come with me. I only have one ticket though, so you guys are gonna have to fight to the death.
Yeah. I'm doing Monday Night Comedy, so.
Right.
Oh right. Okay.
Oh, never.
Yeah, I'm booked and busy, so you can go to the little twinkle town.
Okay, Lucas doesn't have anything going on.
If you want to come with me, oh my god.
I actually would, yeah.
I'll see. I just have to double check my friend can't go. But
we just made plans in this podcast.
It would be hilarious if your friend goes and then I'm just like.
And you're just like, hey, about that. I'm like, oh my god, Lucas,
I'm so
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but your location.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, no, mics and comedy and if you bomb at like in like a room of people who like hate comedy though, it makes you fucking feel like you hate yourself. And it's also like when you first start in New York and as a woman, sorry. But like, I mean, it's like
sorry for being a woman.
Sorry for being a woman. I'm really sorry, guys.
Thank God we didn't have one of those on the podcast today. Fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
So embarrassing. But it's like when you're the only woman in a room of a ton of guys, and you bomb, and people laugh at the next comic who's like, so, my girlfriend's a whore. And you're just like, I'm never going to make it.
And it's so frustrating when you feel like you actually have something to say and they don't like it. And then the next person's like, So Woody Allen is innocent, and everyone's like,
Yeah, it's like really a struggle bus. And then, but then you just have to find like a really good groove and like really good people to work around, and then everything feels a lot better. And I started comedy when I was 17, and because I went to a high school for acting, and we had a stand-up comedy unit.
Damn.
And I was like really good at the time.
I'm amazed that anyone would have had the confidence to try it as a teenager.
Well, we had to for class, but I also didn't care. I thought I thought it was fun. I always liked comedy acting.
Yeah.
I did a lot of comedy acting.
what did you joke about in high school?
Oh my God, I wrote this bit about, I did 1 minute. We had to do 1 minute, which is cruel. Okay.
Talking at like a million miles an hour.
Yeah. This person who my teacher, very nice woman, and the class did change the trajectory of my entire life. I would not be who I was without that 1 minute. However, 60 seconds to make people laugh. Jesus, you know, like, especially when you're not a New York comic and you do like you focus on laughs per minute, you know. I was just like, but like I had a feeling I would be fine because like I had good conversations with people and stuff, and I told this bit about how like I fixed the printer, and my dad, I know, you know a classic printer fixer joke.
Of all the things, I didn't think you were gonna say that.
No, yeah, well, I knew this is like before I ever had saying
She's
Gabby,
got those vibes.
I give off printer energy. Yeah, you know that's why
she's giving printer.
my printer vibes.
Clippy taught you so well.
That's why my shirt's black. It's just covered in ink. I love printer ink. Printer ink girl. Love ink. I'm an inky.
On Ash Wednesday,
Ink girl.
instead of smearing the ashes on your head,
just
put a little ink.
Yeah, I'm not even religious. I just do it for the fuck of
Printer's
it.
like, sorry, babe, I'll get you a towel. I inked all over.
Oh my God. It has to be a black towel though. I don't want to ruin my nice towels.
Do you remember what the printer bit was?
So it was about how like, so I fixed the printer, and it was basically about how, so my mom and my brother are like very similar people, and they they were at the time, like my relationship with everybody, it was like my mom and brother were like, oh, I don't like, why isn't the printer working? I was like, I got it, and I fixed the printer. And then my dad came home and he's like, why is the printer working? What the fuck? Who fixed this shit? I mean, I didn't say any of those swears though at the time. He's like, who fixed this? I was like, I did. He was like, it was like the concept was, I just get it. So it was like mostly like an act out. And then and that was my rehearsal. And then the next day we were gonna actually do it for real. And I went to my teacher and I said, so something funny happened in the car with my dad earlier. Can I switch my thing and do that one today? Because I feel like I'm going to do the same story as I did yesterday. Like, and she said, only people like Robin Williams can do that. And I was like, okay. And I didn't do it. And now I riff every single, like the first like 4 minutes of every single set I do. So basically, I'm Robin Williams.
You are Robin.
But I was at the time, I felt that was, I was super encouraged because it like awoken something in me. Actually, and this is like so cool. So like right before this, it was my senior year of high school, and I was speaking to a teacher about like my future, and I was like, oh, I'm auditioning for colleges or whatever for theater, and he's like, you better be really good because you're an ingenue. He's like, girls like you are a dime a dozen in New York. You have to work your ass off. And that is like, I told my mom, and my mom was like, how dare someone say that? My mom thought this was like my Fred Astaire moment of like, you're never going to make it. And I was like, no, not at all. He said, you just have to work hard. And I was like, okay, I will work hard. Like, and then he saw me do stand up, and then he called me back into his office, and he was like, I was wrong about you. This is your ticket. You need to do this, and you need to move to New York, and you need to do this, and then you'll make it as an actor. And I was like, stop it. I was like, wait. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Can you say it again? And
this recording device, just
yeah,
so I can
like,
play it again and again.
Yeah,
and again.
just so I can like watch this forever. And then I went to college, and I told every boy I made out with at a party that I was like gonna be a stand-up comedian. And they were like, "That's crazy." And then
It's like me.
I
my
remember
friends told me I'm funny.
one time
Can I still ink on you? Like,
yeah, it was like one time I hooked up with a guy who's like, "I can't wait to tell my kids that I used to fuck Claire Alexander in college." And I was like, "Wait, they're not gonna be like our kids?" Like, wait, I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, right, because this isn't gonna work out, and I definitely knew that.
Can't wait to tell my
God.
future wife about you.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't wait. He's like, I can't wait to tell you. I'm like, no, not. Yeah, story of a friend zoned woman.
we should get to listener submission soon because we need to get.
Oh, my
you guys-
God.
But that just one thing, very small thing. My girlfriend in high school, I remember she used to say this multiple times to me, and it always bothered me. She was like, "Oh, Lucas, when we break up, can I still be friends with your mom because I love your mom?" And I was like,
No. Oh my God.
I
But
was
was
like,
she anyway?
No. Well, here's
Was your
what's-
mom? Did your mom do the classic like, I miss that girl, Lucas?
Well, I'll tell you what's funny is that at a show, she went up to my mom, and my mom like hugged her, and
Oh
was
my
and
gosh.
that really crushed me because like she was actually quite emotionally abusive towards me.
Oh my
She
God,
was
no,
and
that's
then-
that's a real
I can't
piss
get to
off.
the Wi-Fi. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
There we- there we are. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt your story of emotional abuse. I just
Yeah,
didn't
it's-
care.
It's all good. All right, refresh. Come on, responses. There we are. All right.
Okay, so Claire, here's what we do. We get submissions from often people who are quite young, and we give them advice or we just make fun of them.
Oh my God, this is like my dream.
This is your
Oh
dream.
yeah,
I
it's
can tell.
it's a fun time.
Oh my God.
Total mommy vibes. There was one thing that I saw that I was
Someone just said my girlfriend is a gay little boy.
Man.
That's exactly the type of partner I'm looking for.
Just a gay little boy
Just
of
a
a girl.
gay little boy who might be a girl.
Yes.
These people are fucking trips.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is a long. Oh no, this is.
That's too long.
This is, way.
Wait, scroll
too
to the
long.
bottom, very bottom. Oh, someone just said, "Look behind you." I love people that are like just trying to fuck with us.
That's not that scary because it was like written down already.
Yeah.
Nice try. I didn't
Do
look
you, have
behind
one? Do you
me.
want me to look?
I have one. Okay,
go for
Here's a kind of classic one. There's a girl that I like, and she recently broke up with her partner. We aren't that close, but I really like her, and I have no idea what to do. So what would you do?
Okay, this is what I would do. I am extremely forward. If I don't tell anybody how I feel about them immediately, I have a panic attack. If I was in this situation, if you like this person, you like this girl who just got out of a relationship. I mean, you want to be respectful. You don't want to immediately be like, what are you doing later? You know, don't be a shoulder to cry on. That person is such a gross figure, because that's how you make sure you also make sure you actually really like this girl first. You know, don't just be like, don't just
That's advice I wish I got when I was younger.
Yeah,
Actually
make sure you
take
like,
time to figure out how you
yeah,
feel.
because it's like there's so many people who are like, I got friend zoned. Like, that's because you were looking at someone as a sexual object from the beginning. So like, if this is somebody you really like, and you know, you really enjoy their company, and you are interested in taking your relationship to the next level with them, make sure that they're like healed a little bit. It also depends on how long the relationship was. So if this is like a year, like, oof, give it time. Also, I don't know how old this person is, because if you're like 25, I would be like,
I'm guessing
like
middle
hang
school,
out.
I'm guessing
early high
they're
school.
young.
So
because-
Yeah.
middle school, early high school.
Yeah.
None of those relationships count anyway, so don't even worry about it.
Yeah, no.
That's what our last guest said.
You guys
He
are
was
gonna
like,
break up, so don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna date for a few months, then you're gonna break up, and then you're gonna be lifelong friends. And then when you're 30, you might be like, haha, remember when we dated in high school? And then you'll get really drunk, and then you'll fuck, and then later they'll get married, and you'll be totally fine, and it's gonna be like whatever. But for right now, because your emotions are so serious, and when I was in high school and middle school, I remember every feeling I had felt like the most important feeling in the universe. Be true to yourself and be true to that person. So like, give them as much time as you can have yourself until you explode and you say, okay, I have to tell you, like, I like you, and I'd like to, you know, grab a non-alcoholic drink with you sometime at the playground bar, and or be like, yeah, I was wondering if you wanted to hang out, and then just hang out with them
At the juice fountain.
At the juice fountain, at the local watering hole. And yeah,
Is it water?
Is that good advice? Yeah, or it's cum.
Yeah.
Oh my god. At the
We're
local
also
The
making
cum
it
hole.
sound like they're medieval children. Like,
Oh,
would you like
God.
to hang out at the jousting ring?
I mean, I don't know. When I was a kid, and I like, what did you guys do when you were younger and you liked
to the cum hole.
somebody?
Yeah.
The cum hole.
when
And
I liked somebody, I was
would-
so
Oh, yeah.
bad. I just wouldn't
I had-
tell them.
I would
I had
like never
zero
talk to them
confidence
ever.
I had zero confidence to speak my mind, like ask them out. I had no confidence.
I think that it's so important to just do what I've realized as I've grown up is like it's so important to just do what you want and
Yeah.
jump
Yeah.
for everything you want.
Because life really is short,
I
and
had to-
like you're gonna grow
yeah.
up so fast. These are fleeting times. And
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like I don't know. Like I'm gonna tell you guys something I'm gonna do. And this is crazy. I hooked up with somebody recently. I told you, yeah, the other day. And then we started texting, and he's like the worst texter ever. So what I'm gonna do tomorrow is I'm gonna call him, and I'm gonna be like, hey, I really would like to get to know you better, and I think we should go out for dinner or drinks or something.
That's so nice.
Maybe I won't call him. Maybe I'll just text him that. But like,
Okay.
or maybe I won't say anything at all. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm definitely gonna say it because it's like I feel like not like my time is wasted, but like. When you grow up and then you do a lot of stuff, you're like, you only have so much time. And I'm like, I don't have time for like, hey, how was work
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
7 p.m.? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, given like we've only texted for like 2 days, but I've known this person for a little while. So I don't know. I think that's what I would do. And if I had done that in high school, I think it would also have helped me get over I
Yeah.
used to have these like enormous crushes on these boys I never talked to, and then one time a girl, and I never told anybody about it. But like I used to these like I would just like think about them so much, and then if we made eye contact in class, I'd be like, oh my god, it's crazy how much he wants me. Like I remember being in English and then like looking up at the clock, and then this kid like looking at me and then looking right back down. I was like, that was disgusting. He
That
wants
is
to
one
fuck
thing.
me.
That's one thing I think no one ever grows out of is the idea that people are sending secret signals with their
Oh.
eyes.
Yeah.
I always think everyone on the train is like eye fucking everyone else. I'm like,
Oh, I think
they're
I think
I
that's
was-
probably happening though.
Well, that might be
'Cause
true.
I was on the opposite end where I was like, "There's no messages going on." People were like, "No, someone's there's messages going on." I was like, "What?" And then I was just like bewildered,
yeah.
very bewildered.
so no, you'll never know anything. And
So
that's
yeah,
great
so
advice.
so to this person, I say that you like wait until you're gonna explode, and then you say like, hey, I think this is how I feel about you, and I would love to hang out with you or maybe like pursue this, and if they say no, then that's kind of awesome because it's like, okay, you have your answer and you can move on, and you're not gonna like be in love with somebody that you don't know if they like you or not for the rest of the year, or and if they say yes, then that's great, and maybe you'll kiss open on the mouth. And also don't go forward with tongue because it's so annoying when people do that. And don't bite on the tongue either. That's weird.
In general, just over time, learn to get your teeth out of the way.
Yeah, know
Very
what you're doing
important.
with your tongue. And
Yeah.
if you have braces, I hope you guys make out, because when I got braces, I remember my dentist said, hey, don't make out with anybody. And I was like, oh, if only someone would make out with me. So make out with people if you have braces, I think.
Okay, so we need to get you out of here very
Okay,
soon, but I
okay.
will just say this one last very
Sorry,
quick
I'm
before
sorry.
No, you're fine. You've been wonderful, seriously.
love
Someone
you
said,
guys.
I love you too. I have a fear of batteries. Whenever my remote dies, I almost cry. Sometimes I even do. And there's nothing I can describe that scares me about them. I just can't be around them. And whenever I open the box, I just get so incredibly scared for no reason.
I would say that's
That's
valid.
hilarious.
I would say that batteries are out to get you.
Like,
Yeah.
I hate batteries.
and
Yeah.
everyone hates batteries.
Batteries
really.
are QAnon. Yeah.
Okay. If this person is trolling,
Oh no,
That
this
was
is
pretty
real.
good. No,
That's a real
Oh.
one.
I'm 100% sure that's real.
That,
Okay.
Yeah,
If
If
that's,
they were trolling, that'd be so weird. Like, you're just crazy. I hate
that's a
batteries.
trumor right there. That's a trumor.
What's a trumor?
A trumor is like a rumor you make up, but it's like, but
could
it's
be-
so mundane that you think, I guess that's true.
I think
Just like a phobia of your dad's left sock. Like it's so weird that
But
you're
it
like,
is, like,
why would
so-
someone make
because
that
it's
up?
so
It has to be true.
specific.
Exactly.
I think that's something they talk about in Catch Me If You Can. Like, if your lie is so legit, people just believe you because people have an inclination to believe.
Yeah, exactly.
But a lot of
Or
people
something
will
like
just say
that.
anything. I knew a kid in high school who he told us he was a test tube baby, and we were like, "What does that mean?" And he was like, literally, like as an egg.
I was a test tube
He
when
was
I
like,
was
"I
a
was
baby.
created in a test tube."
Oh
I
my
used
God.
to tell people all these. I used to be a giant liar when I was a kid.
Oh, same.
Like, I used to tell people, I was like, my grandmother, I was named Claire because my grandmother owned the store Claire's and I actually inherited it.
Oh my God.
I used to tell people that I had an older sister named Selah, which is a name I invented, and I used to write stories about her. I used to just I used to tell everybody I had an older sister because I wanted one. And I used to tell, and then it got like bad because in 6th grade I told people I had a boyfriend when I came back from my trip to Hawaii, which is like
you had the phantom
Isn't that
vacation.
classic? That's a
Oh my God.
classic. And it was because I made eye contact with a cute boy at the Pearl Harbor exhibit. And and I remember thinking, I was like, he is like so hot. And
Falling in love at Pearl Harbor.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
And I came back from Hawaii and I was like, I have a boyfriend. And
my
everyone
God.
was like, no, you do.
I used to come up with lies that I would convince my dad of, but they were like really elaborate. When I was like 11 or 12, I said to my dad, I was like, "Hey Dad, did you know that Alfred Hitchcock is Jewish?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "Yeah, his family escaped the Cossacks and they changed their family name from Yitzhak to Hitchcock in the UK." And he was like, "Whoa."
How old were you when you were a child? Like, I'm like, that's something a 41-year-old would know how to do.
I was
Lucia's
a
been
weird-
41 for
I
a
think
long
I
time.
think
I
you're
was a-
literally Benjamin Button.
Yeah. No, I swear to God, I said this as a child and I convinced my dad and he was like, "Is this real?" I was like, "Nah." And then
Oh my God.
he was like, "Why would you do this?" I was like, "I don't know,
so
experiment."
much-
One
better.
time I was in the car with my brother and I remember him saying, he's like, okay, this isn't true, but one time. It's like
That's such a great intro.
yeah, my favorite introduction. I was like, now I really want to know what happened.
Oh my
It's
God.
so
But,
much better than the
um,
lies I told my parents.
But what'd you
I
tell
just
your
told my
parents?
mom once as an April Fool's prank. I was like, I'm on the bus and I accidentally went to New Jersey.
Oh my
She
God.
was like, really? I was like, no.
That's hilarious.
It was like the school bus.
So mundane.
But for
Oh
the
my-
batteries thing,
Yeah.
if you're old enough, get a therapist.
Yeah.
And because that's but you're gonna encounter batteries your whole
Yeah.
life. I'm so sorry. I
yeah.
like I don't like love batteries. Like changing batteries is like changing a tampon. It's like I hate that I have to pay for these things and now I have to put it in something
Yeah, I
and
agree.
I have to find the right size one and
I actually have a recommendation: rechargeable batteries. They're very easy to get. You can plug them
that
into a
doesn't work
thing.
with my tampon analogy though.
Oh,
Like
no.
what's a
Rechargeable
rechargeable? It's like a
tampons?
diva cup.
Yeah, the Diva Cup is the rechargeable.
Yeah, maybe you should
battery of
get
yeah.
rechargeable batteries.
Yeah.
Or do maybe like exposure therapy. Is probably a good idea.
There's lots of things you
giant
can do.
battery
Don't
in
do it
front of you.
yourself. This is definitely something you should talk to a specialist about
Yeah.
because it's like that is really delicate and you don't want to accidentally like hurt yourself by doing exposure therapy. You
Yeah, don't go on like Maury and have him be like, we have a surprise for you. There's a
Giant
battery in
battery.
the studio.
I'm also
Oh my-
worried that by saying that word so much, it might be triggering. But it's like also it is normal to have like. I knew a girl who was like afraid of cotton balls, like deathly, like they just made her like want to throw up. And I think you can live with that. Like you're gonna be okay. Stop changing batteries. Stop that.
yeah, get
Just
something.
recharge everything. Get rechargeable flashlights. Make a good compromise for yourself. Like try to solve your issue, but also at the same time make your life more comfortable. And like I don't change batteries that much. Why do you change your batteries so much?
Also, you could change.
What are you using for so long?
I think this person said like the remote
Are
control.
you
just
like a
even
camper?
the idea.
Do you live on a campsite?
or have someone else change the remote control.
Or just opt for plug-in devices more
Or
rather
stop watching so much TV.
read a fucking book.
Go outside.
Read a book. Yeah, what did they say on
Touch
online?
grass.
Touch grass.
Yeah.
Yes,
Touch
touch grass. All right. On that
grass.
note, we
On
are
that
getting-
note, we need to come to the end because we need to let you go. So we do this thing called Self-Perception Corner at the end, which is where we ask our guests to say how they believe they are perceived by other people, and then we say how we actually perceive you.
Okay. So like really, really hot. How do I really want to perceive by people? Well, people have been actually talking to me about this a lot lately, which is always scary when somebody
Whoa.
says, oh, like, well, you know, you're known as like the really fun person. Like 2 people have said that to me recently. They're like, oh yeah, like everyone thinks you're like you're just like this really happy, nice girl that's like very sunshiny, and that somebody called me sunshiny recently, which I really
That's
liked.
a great word.
Yeah. Shout out to Carmen Lagala. I was like, that's a really nice
Oh,
compliment.
she's great.
Oh, bless her.
Yeah, I really, really love her very much, and she just provided a really cool opportunity for me. So I just like owe her all the kindness in the world. But I think people view me in a really good way. I think and it's weird because like I don't necessarily, because there's some stuff that I've done that I am like ashamed of. I actually told a story about it last night. I hooked up with a guy who had a girlfriend a while back, and I felt like so bad about it. But something I was really not surprised by, because I know that I have really good friends, but I was very comforted by the fact that everybody was just like, yeah, Claire, it's okay. So I think people view me as like just like a fun girl to hang out with a cool schedule. And yeah, everybody I work with is like, whoa, you like do a lot of stuff. Yeah, I guess people just think I'm like fun, and yeah, fun.
You are.
Yeah.
You are.
Fun.
I perceive you as, I feel like you're like so meant to be a comic, because I feel like you're one of those comics who like can't really turn it off. Like how you, like there's a lot of people who how they are on stage is like not how they are in real life, and I with you, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm like, I feel like it's pretty similar. I feel like
People tell me that a lot too. Yeah, I get that a lot.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure there are nuances. Like
Yeah, no,
and-
you are a woman today, but on stage you're a gay little boy.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
My girlfriend is a gay little boy.
I'm in a relationship with that person who said that.
Yeah. Yeah, my girlfriend is a gay little boy. They're talking about you.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, boyfriend reveal. Whoopsies.
I feel like, but I feel like you do seem fun. That is the word I would use. I
thanks.
feel like I could be like, hey, do you want to like get in a car and like drive to Dave and Buster's in Ontario?
Actually,
or
yeah,
something?
really
And you'd
bad.
be
Maybe not
like,
Ontario, because
yeah.
that's pretty far. But like, I've
maybe
always
not-
wanted to go to Dave and Buster's, if I'm being honest.
Oh,
Have
we
you
can
ever
go to
been?
Dave and Buster's.
No, I've never been. To
Oh,
Dave and
it's
Buster's.
great.
Is there
We'll
one
go-
in the city?
Yeah, there
Okay,
is.
let's go to the Times Square Dave and
Yeah,
Buster's.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we should go to that. We'll do
I would
Times
do
Square
that.
bar crawl, Times Square Margaritaville.
Yes!
I went on a date to the Hard Rock Cafe once. That was my idea. And the guy like
Whoa.
thought it was really weird. He was like, haha, okay. And I was like, all right, I don't want to go with you. But we went, and it was kind of boring because he was there. But
Yeah, he probably
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
a fan of it. I made it boring. I'd go to the Hard Rock Cafe with you.
yeah,
That's how I
I
perceive
always
you.
wanted to go.
I perceive you as the girl everyone would go to the Hard Rock Cafe with.
Yeah, I'll go anywhere. Oh my God, thank you so much.
Yeah. You were someone I was always, from the moment I first saw you, I was like, I want to get to know her better. That was literally, it was that I just thought, and I've told you this before. I've told you this before, that I was like, oh my God, she's so polished. She's so confident on stage. Her material's so good. And I just thought, I want to get to know her better. And like, that was it. I've always admired you. That is it.
Oh
Maybe
my
there's
God,
a
thank
darker
you guys
side
so
to
much.
you, but I
Yeah.
haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'm an evil witch, actually.
Yeah.
I'm like, no one knows about my poison.
This is what the casting director in high school was afraid of.
Yeah, I'm like, ha. Thank you guys for saying that. That's really nice.
Of course, thank you for being
And
a great guest.
Yes.
Very validating. It makes me feel
I thought you were
good.
going to say that's very nice and very valid too.
Very valid.
I am.
You guys
fun.
make some good points.
I agree
I'm
with
the
you.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
have anything to
Yes,
plug
anything
and
to
would
promote?
plug
say-
and promote. Anything to
Oh,
plug and promote.
Wait, can I say one funny thing that
Yes.
is
Yes.
a bit that I'm not really gonna
Of course,
do
yeah.
in real life? But I would describe myself as so this is what's gonna happen on Thanksgiving is like I'm the family member that sits with the other family members at the table while my dad and mom clear the table. Like I'm the
Yes,
yes.
I'm the one that I'm the presentable child. That I'm the presentable product. I'm the one that's like this is our entertainment for the evening. That's how I would describe myself. Is the host and the entertainer.
I see that for you. You've got
Oh,
like
yeah.
host energy. Like
Oh my God,
Oh, yeah.
thanks.
I would want to
Absolutely.
I'd want to sit down and have a turkey with you.
Oh my God.
I would
full-
try-
Full turkey.
guys wanna
Put
try
simply, I would trust you to run shit. That's
if you
just
guys
it.
don't have Thanksgiving, my one friend just dropped out of coming to my parents' house for Thanksgiving, so
Oh my God.
we can go see Trevor, and then we can go to my parents' house for Thanksgiving. Either you could come if you want. Again, only one. Though.
Only one.
Only one we have to fight to the death.
Scissoring.
What a natural ending.
Scissoring.
We've been
So
scissoring.
Yes.
the
We
real
are the
scissors
Scissor
were us the
Sisters.
whole time.
Yeah.
My name is.
Oh wait,
Claire
plug
Alexander.
and promote. Did you plug and promote everything?
No,
Did you want
no.
She
Oh, yeah.
plugged that she was host material. But
Yes.
She didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Is there anything very quickly that you want to plug and promote?
Whatever. Just follow me on Instagram at Claire Bear Pears. Probably. I think I'm gonna maybe start running a new show sometime soon. I don't really. I mean, I'm. It's in the works in my brain, and I'm looking for a venue. Is really basically.
Gotcha.
And I also run a show called Drool every Thursday at Feta Sow in Williamsburg, and sometimes at the Stand. We don't have the dates for this coming month, but they'll be on my Instagram. So yeah, in New York City. So sorry to all my fans in Australia.
Come
Love
to
you
Brazil.
guys. Good die. Come through. Come to Thanksgiving.
No.
I was serious about the Thanksgiving thing and the Trevor thing, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trevor, I'm into. I don't know if I'll be. I think Thanksgiving I might.
I'll be in the city for Thanksgiving. I'm having a Friendsgiving on Saturday.
Oh, that's
yeah.
fun. Okay.
And then I'm
I
going
love
to our friend's Friendsgiving on Friday.
I don't know if I'll make
yeah,
that
me
one.
too,
Right.
yeah.
I want to go to that one though, but I don't know if I'll make it. I also just skipped one the other day too, so I'm like,
Too many Friendsgivings.
I'm losing
You're
it.
the roast.
Shameful.
and you're the
I've been to
Friendsgiving.
2 Friendsgivings already, and I'm gonna miss 2. And I'm like, why can't we just do these all the time?
Yeah.
Parties
I
with
know you
comedians are so hard because it's like nobody can do any of them all the time, and like nobody's drinking because it's like I got to go to my show.
Yeah, but fuck that.
But
Yeah.
like honestly, why even do like let's quit our careers?
All right, on that note, we
Okay,
are
yay!
quitting.
We will say goodnight. We are quitting. We have been 2 Nosy Meerkats. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Yay.